Well, it's been a minute since we posted this one. We finally got our throttle body adapter. So we have the K20 Z3 with the K20 A3 throttle body now. We're gonna start working on the fuel system. So we've got over here a bunch of fittings. We've got our regulator and some JAC fittings we're gonna use, and fab up a system here and see what we can come up with. Well, we had a slight hiccup in all of these fittings. None of them fit. We need these fittings, so I'm gonna have to get more of those. I think in the meantime we're gonna get the center caps on here because I actually forgot about those, and I got them right here, although it doesn't look very good. No. Perfect. Ooh, let's give it a little wrappy poo. Perfect. Big news, guys. The decals finally showed up. I'm gonna get those on today. We've got things going good. We've got the throttle body on there now. My boy Graham, the Honda Master, has been working on the electrical end of things inside here, getting the mobilizer put in. A couple more things to do in here, not a whole bunch. We're gonna get the fuel system dialed up. We're working on that right now. There's their motive regulator. Things are looking good over here. I'm pumped about this car. Ugh. Does anybody else do this? So the Eclipse I just finished doing the decals on, and that was supposed to be the hard one, and I saved the Integra for after. That was gonna be the easy one. And well, let me show you what I'm looking at. So this decal that is about 7 feet long is, I think, the base. There's no instructions with these. And then I think that goes over top. That's black, that's silver, that's blue, and that is also 7 feet long. Those are easy. This is, to say a task is an understatement. I don't even know how this is gonna turn out because I'm, again, not a decal guy. And, well, that might be more than 7 feet long. That is long. All right, let's get busy. So G, now go back to that picture. So that's what I get to do. And guess what? So the decal is 3 layers. So first I put down the blue, and then the silver goes over top of it, and then the black goes over top of that. How you feeling about that?
I'm gonna watch.
So as much as I hate decals, I get to theoretically do it 6 times.
Oh
so,
God.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So, and I have 6 decals to do 6 times that are 7 feet long. So here we go. Well, that's the rough mock-up of the blue. I'll trim the excess off so it's easier to work with, but that gives an idea anyway, kind of how it goes, and then the silver will go over it and the black will go over that. Okay, final moment. Graham, can I get your seal of approval here now that I've cut my finger 400?
I want to be responsible for this.
400 times?
Yeah, that looks good.
It just misses the door handle there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it overlaps the under part of it a little bit by the key, but, and then it goes on an angle, and we'll put the silver over it.
Well, I'm scared, so.
Yeah, me too. Why wouldn't I be? Here we go.
Perfect.
Well, then the main wrap is self-healing, right? So.
Yeah, still pushing water out of these.
Oh yeah. Right under there. Fast and the Furious.
Oh no, this would be tedious.
Right. Has to be perfect or Serge will get mad at us.
No, not Serge mad.
No. Well, that was stressful, but decal 1 of 6 is done. We're gonna get the next decal here. This wasn't the bad one. The bad one is the next one because it starts up here and this 4-foot section is all one piece. So there's not a lot of place for the air to go. We only have about 2 air bubbles in all of that, which we can get out pretty easy. We got to cut around the door yet and around the fuel tank, but gives you an idea. Let's go get the big decal. We'll get it mocked up and then get it going. So you can see how long it is. This is where things are going to get cute. I do have to line it up a little bit better, but the idea is there'll be blue and silver all the way through there, blue and silver up there, and then after we'll put the black decal over the silver and give it the look we're looking for. Okay, so I'm not a wrap guy, obviously, but what I've done is, or a vinyl guy, what I've done is I've chopped away most of the excess stuff. I do this for a couple reasons when I do these. One, it makes it more pliable or easy to work with because you're not fighting, a friggin' 6 mil material that doesn't move. But it also, like, you could have relief cuts. But the big one is I can now see where the decal is underneath it. Had I just wrapped that before, I'm actually a few inches too low. This needs to go up, all of it, which is awesome because I got to mess with the door handle after. Looking forward to that. But yeah, so we're gonna bring it up a little bit and then we'll start applying it. Well, there, I think that's about it. Now we just got to lay it on there and not destroy it. That's always the interesting part. I think we'll wait till Graham gets here. It's only about around 5:30 in the morning. But once Graham gets here in an hour, we'll get this decal on. And then we'll put the little one, the black one over it. It's easy. It only goes from about there forward. This one's silver, just doesn't look it. And then we'll do the other side. Well, here goes nothing. Just like that, I've started to peel it off and it's gonna look good. Although the decal that goes on top of the silver has the most detail, but it's gonna look cool. I can't wait. Hey Graham, can I see you in my office for a second? How's that look so far?
Oh, looks good.
Looks good, not bad for not a decal guy.
Yeah, no, it looks great.
I got to trim around the fuel door a bit.
Yeah.
Does the door handle look okay? Because I had to trim the bottom corner off of down there.
Perfect.
It looks perfect? Good, good, good. Well, maybe I'll do some real work now.
One more layer.
One more, well, no. 4 more.
4 more layers.
1 on here and 3 on the other side.
Oh, God.
But I haven't wrecked anything yet.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, I got to go.
Okay.
So what I'm doing is I'm cutting this all out because this is the decal. This is the piece everybody's going to be drawn to, I guess you could say. So I want to cut the edges as close as I can, but still have a little bit to work with. So that when I put it over the silver, I make sure I'm not too high or too low or as close as I can. So that's where I'm at right now. Just trimming out. I already took a bunch of this off. It was huge and then I cut it down obviously. But yeah, I'll keep going here. Well, here we go. So that's it. It's not too bad. I got to do a little bit of trimming in a couple of spots up there, down there, and over there. But overall, that looks pretty cool, I think. Well, we got the other side done, so now we have to do it all over. I don't know if I'll videotape this whole thing or not, but I'll get this. Hey, G,
Yep.
did you try and start this thing yet?
I have not started it.
Did
I
you?
haven't even tried to. I hooked up the ECU and the mobilizer, and that's where I stopped.
Is it, but fuel lines hooked up and everything?
Fuel lines are hooked up, yeah.
Let's see what happens here. Is the battery hooked up?
I don't know where the battery is.
It's in the right fender.
But maybe it is.
All right, let's see what happens here. We got power. Whoa! Gee! The whole thing's vibrating from those mounts. Oh, we got no throttle cable. No throttle cable. I just went to rev it. All right.
Oh, it's spitting out fluid.
Oh, yeah, and there's no, no power steering line. It's alive. We didn't look under the hood before we started it, so there's no power steering line hooked up, so it's spraying everywhere.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about
And I heard a loud vacuum leak, or was that the throttle body?
it. There's no gasket in there. We're still waiting for a
Oh, okay.
gasket too.
And obviously no coolant in it.
No coolant. Yeah.
Good thing we
But
checked
no
it.
fuel leaks.
No fuel leaks, well that's a good sign. All right.
All right.
We don't even know what the fuel pressure is set at.
Whatever it came.
We should probably do that too. Okay. Awesome. Well, cool, we know the car runs. Back to this giant headache. I'm not even gonna video this for you guys. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna trim it down, put it on there. Life's good. We'll cut to the finished product. All right, guys, this video was what I would consider a victory on the Mia Toretto Tribute Fast and the Furious car, I guess, because it's not a four-door, but it's similar in a lot of ways. Let's take a quick look at what we've accomplished on this video and go from there. So check it out. We've got all the decals on. We've got the decals on the side. So again, it's a tribute car, not a movie, not a replica car, because otherwise those decals would be on the ground effects down there. However, they were a little bit tall and would have tucked under there, and I didn't like that. We've got it running now. That was an accomplishment. So it does run. We got to finish the power steering. That's actually the pressure line laying up there that needs to run around back to the rack. Things are cruising along. Let's take a quick walk around here. Again, if you wanted to make it correct, you would have Honda logos, because Acura they didn't have in Japan, right? And this side, of course, I do have a couple air bubbles I was working out there. I got to finish that yet, but things are moving along. I'm pretty pumped about this car, as you can tell. And what do you guys think? Drop me a comment. I'm curious. K20 Z3. We've got the 6-speed LSD. Got the JDM front end on it now, and things are looking good. So that's it, guys. I guess make sure you check out my main channel. It's just Stephen Coose on. If you actually go to my profile page, or not profile page, right? Channels page, you'll see my channels there. Check it out, my main channel. Videos are a lot more edited, a lot better than this. This is just kind of rough, showing the background of building these cars and what I do. That red Eclipse is sitting right there. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one.